3 best plays on offense in Madden 24. First and foremost, we got to start coming in at number 3 with the play double post. I've added it to my favorites here, but you can find it inside the gun bunch offset formation, which looks like this, and then the play art looks like this, double post. I'm in the Eagles playbook right now, but you could find this in the Colts playbook, along with, I think, a couple others, but I know Colts and Eagles for sure. Now, the routes on this play look like this. The only route I don't love is the point wide receiver. It's going to be RB or R1 on PlayStation. So what we like to do here, we actually have a ton of flexibility on this play. The very first setup I love to do is to drag our point wide receiver, and then a lot of times I'll actually block our tight end. I think in this game, there's a lot of A gaps that happen. So a really good rule of thumb is just to try to block somebody. If you know they're not sending any pressure, though, you could keep that tight end route. And in this instance, I can tell they're not blitzing, or it won't be a very good blitz because everybody's off the line of scrimmage. So we're going to snap this play. Now, you have a bunch of different options here. Initially, you can look over the middle of the field with the little meshing concept between the drag that we hot routed and our running back on this in route. It's really cool because this stock in from our halfback is way better than if we were to hot route this in route, okay? So you want to leave that stock in route. Then, we're going to set this up again. Let's go. And here we're going to make that same read. We're going to actually look for him late this time. See how this time we're able to actually attack to the late flat on the right side with that in route. So now it's actually attacking 2 parts of the field, the short middle and the short outside, the short flat. Snap this play again. Looking, let's actually attack this time with the drag route going the other side. And now they have to respect our flats a ton. Let's see if we can set up this post route now this time. Let's see if we can get this bad boy open. They actually set up blitz here. Boom. And we're going to be able to pass lead this post route down. I freeform it down using the left trigger button. You can find some passing tutorials that we've done on this as well. Actually, one of my recent videos. But same setup right here. Let's look for this post route again. You're going to see it against man coverage, actually beating Richard Sherman in man with universal. Now, let's say you think they might be sending a lot of pressure here. Well, a really good setup I like for that is if you were to hit the left bumper and up on the right stick, that's going to get blocking on the right side. On the left side, we're going to drag that point receiver still, and then we're going to drag our outside solo wide receiver. So it looks a lot like this now. Now, this is really good against any kind of pressure because we're going to be able to block it. And it's still a fundamentally really good route combo. You see right there against zone, that post route was so good. Now, it might take you some practice to get good at throwing that post, but like when you get good at it, dude, it's really, really, really good. Let's go to again. I might be able to throw X here. I might throw post kind of late. And I mean, it's so good you can do that, all right? But you want to make the underneath reads ideally. I was just trying to force the post route like an idiot. Let's go again. We're going to go this time. We'll have RB super late. That C route on the left side is really good too. If they're running any kind of hard flat coverage, you can fit that in. That's one of the harder reads. If you can make this read to the C route, though, when it's open, it is one of the best things you can do. Okay, boom, man coverage again. You see how that drag is going to do a really good job. Post does a really good job as well. Again, there's a bunch of setups you can run with this play, but like this thing's so good, man. Let's look again. Boom, we're going to have RB. We have Y. Let's just throw Y this time. Ooh, wait a little long. You don't want to wait a long time. One of the best man-beating plays in the game, one of the best zone-beating plays in the game. It's just one of the best plays in the game. I think it has to be then. Boom. Let's go fit it. Ooh, tough to fit. But you see, it's never getting really picked off right there. Even when it's contested, you're almost always able to get your your wide receiver to get his hands on it. We'll go here again. A little pressure and accurate right there. That's part of the game. We'll go one more time just so you guys can see this bad boy. That's also why I like blocking the tight end in case they do send that blitz like I just showed right there. Let's go a little match. Boom. And then you can do a juke move. Get out of there. That is play number 1. A few different setups for that. Another one of my favorite plays is actually PA go slot cross out of the gun tight Y off formation. Now, right now, I'm in the Cincinnati Bengals playbook, but this play and this type of play can be found in literally a million different formations and playbooks throughout Madden 24, okay? So the way we're actually going to run this is we're going to call it, and what we actually want to do, this is kind of a big hitter play. You can see this Y route. We're at our own 45, and he's going to the 20-yard line. I'll probably catch it at it is a deep hitting route. So I want to run it with him going to the short side of the field. This is going to help us clear out zones a little bit better. And the setup is pretty simple. We're going to block our tight end. We're going to streak B, and then if we have the opportunity to roll out, we're going to. If we can't we're just going to sit in the pocket. Now, the backside here, we could keep this deep in route, or we could drag him as well, make it look like this. You have a little bit of flexibility on this. And then I like to actually double team this outside linebacker as well, the end guy, and just give ourselves an opportunity to roll out. And this is pretty simple. You're just going to pass lead it down and outside. That time he caught it about the 27-yard line, so pretty big gain right there. And again, right, play art's going to look like this. If you wanted to, you get a little bit frisky, and you can, put your halfback in route or something like this. This time, let's double team him. Good. We're just sitting here. Can we roll out? Might be able to roll out. Can we make this throw? Almost. Throwing the runs are hard this year unless you have roaming or dashing deadeye. We will get those at some point in MUT. We just don't have them yet. All right. And this playbook, this play again can be found out so many different things. Boom. Let's pass lead it down. You don't have to wait for him to get all the way to the sideline either. A lot of people make that mistake. Right there, I threw it while he was crossing over the middle of the field. Just pass lead it down and away. Remember, we have a whole pass leading scheme or pass leading tips and stuff like that on the channel. Just go back a couple of videos and you'll be able to see that. It's titled Passing Tips. And this drag does make for a nice little check down as well against, maybe a heavy blitz or something. I like having that on the field quite a bit. The deep in route's nice, but it's just, I hate being tied down and having to run one thing, I guess, or only not having anything short, I guess. Having something short is really nice, especially with how good the racks are in this game. If you hold X or square on PS5, you'll be able to get a lot of really good racks. And, we'll be able to do this even again. This time, we had the rack right there. We didn't go for it. They didn't send anybody. And sometimes, if they don't send anybody, you will have time. Let's see. Right, if they only send 3. A lot of times you can find yourself having time. I see a lot of people forcing really dumb throws when they only send 3. Just chill, sit in the pocket, and recognize it, and you'll be fine. Let's go here again. Boom. Let's go. We're going to be able to roll out right here. Let's see. We're going to try to set our feet, make the throw. That time I just kind of did a very basic pass lead. Use juke, bang, get into the end zone. This is a big hitting play. It's not something that you can call every single play. What's nice, this formation has, flood drive, which is a cool little play. Inside zone. I'm a big fan of these. Now let's go back to it. This time we're going to leave that kind of deeper in route. And you can hit that right there. It's scary. I don't love it. You could do it. Especially if it's like a 3rd and 25, you could smart route him. That'd be something. But you definitely need this guy on a streak. Because if you don't, let's put him on a drag. Let's say we want to put him on a drag. You need him to clear out the deep zones. Because boom. You don't have him to clear out the deep zones. You're going to throw it directly to the defense. I don't want you to throw it to the defense. You don't want to throw it to the defense. Let's just not throw it to the defense, right, boys? Oh, we got opportunity to roll out. And make this throw. Bang. Forget that ever happened. Sometimes, look, no play's perfect. All right, for everybody who says that this plays, or someone's showing unstoppable glitch plays, just show it got stopped. Right there, able to make that throw. Learning how to pass lead is so important. I think it's even more important this year than ever. As of right now, it's just a lot of tight windows in the passing game, I feel like. Let's go deep in right there. Bang, bang. And yeah, boys, that's play number 2. For our final play, it's something that I've been spamming the heck out of in Madden 24, and that's going to be flood out of gun tight slots halfback weak. You can see it here on the left of the screen. I have 332 calls of it for 11.5 yards per pop, and a lot of those are actually checkdowns. Just the corner route in this is so lethal. We're in the Cincinnati Bengals playbook. The last play, PA go slot cross, also in the Bengals playbook, but in a lot more. This is only in the Bengals playbook from this specific formation. Other formations will have some similar. They're just not as good because these 2 wide receivers, you see how Johnson is on the line of scrimmage and Hester is off right here. In other formations, they're flipped. It still work, but not as good. So, easy setup for this one. I like to block my tight end, and you could run it just like this. I could also, against zone, fade my outside wide receiver. And we have a very basic flood concept. It's very good. We're going to have our check down right here. I love this table route. Table routes in Madden 24 are really good. But what I also like to do is to in-route my halfback, block the tight end again, and drag Metcalf. And then you could also fade Johnson. If you think it's cover 0, I'd leave that post. But if you think it's zone, you can definitely fade him, and it'll help open up this corner route a little bit more. And let's see if we can throw this corner route right here. You're going to be able to throw it a lot against the majority of Madden 24 players you play online. This route combo right here is going to tear them up. Actually. Boom, boom. Now, here's something cool, a little tidbit for you guys. Corner routes against man coverage are better to the wide side of the field. Okay? They're way better to the wide side. So if you think you're playing against man coverage, you want to run this play with the corner route going to the right in this instance. All right, so just keep that one in mind for you boys. Let's go back to this right here. Boom. Corner route. Bang. able to hit that corner out pretty consistently. Against man or against zone, you're going to be able to get that consistently. Against man, I don't love this play as much, but we're going to go to something like this right here. And we're going to be able to hit this corner out again, actually. You got to get good at throwing these, right? We have a full passing guide, and you got to, I recommend watching that. I mean, you got to get good at throwing that because that's such an important route. We got in route open. We got drag open. I think Sherman might actually play this with his, I'm surprised it was out of reach. But yeah, Sherman with his universal is pretty tough to get by. Let's go back to this bad boy right here. Boom. Pressure. Love the halfback in routes. Boom. Easy, easy, easy. I'm a huge fan of this play. We actually have a full breakdown of this over on Civil.gg. The entire Bengals playbook, actually. This is one of my favorite plays inside of it, but there's a ton of different stuff on it. So if you're interested in seeing a full ebook, check out my website, linked in the top of the description. I appreciate y'all. Code PREMIUM will get you 25% off, and I'll see you on the next one.